We require so much from the people that we love that we don't sit down and ask ourselves, am I even safe to love? Like the way that I respond when I'm angry, is it safe for my partner to love me? Is it safe for my partner to be vulnerable with me? Because sometimes when we don't get our way in relationships, the best part of you doesn't come out. And that's the part that has to change. Because sometimes we're asking for things that we haven't learned how to be for ourselves. And this is why we put so much weight on our partners to be that thing, because I haven't mastered it either.
Really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my world premiere, and I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving, man. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip, man. Google the book first so you can find it on Amazon. Shout out to this woman in talking about this. And I'm trying to be fair and balanced, like David Carroll used to say, it's Fox News. Um, I think this is one of the issues with quote unquote the dating thing where people acting like they trying to find somebody and find love and settle down. And you got to ask that question. Like, is it like, what about all the people in your past that tried to love you? You get what I'm saying? The times where you thought, the other shoe was going to drop. So you kind of sabotage the situation. Or, this person loves me. You felt like it was love because they told you yes to everything. And then when they said, nah, not that. And you just, you started to cop an attitude. And I think a lot of this goes back to family, before you even hit the dating market and before you interact with other people. There are too many people who family didn't nip their bad attitude in the bud. You get what I'm saying? So your family let you just be a little asshole when you was little, and then you became a teenage asshole, and we hid that behind teenagers rebel, and then after your teenage years, you became a young adult asshole. And now, you feel like I'm setting my ways. I've always been like this. And you don't realize this, but now when you get with other people, you're basically an adult who throws tantrums in relationships because you didn't get your way. And usually for some bullshit. You get what I'm saying? And I've seen it, young man, grown man, now saying I'm almost at that AARP stage, but uh you find yourself real looking at people like, you know, yeah, I like you, but I can't love you. You're like, what do you mean? I can like you, but I can't love you because I can tell if I love you, you're not, you're not, you can't receive love well. You think love is like a unlimited credit card to do whatever you want to do. You get what I mean? So, because some people would just trample all over you like a doormat because, oh, you love me, so now I can really just act a fool. And it's like, nah, that's not how that works. And then people never loved me, people never did this, people never did that. And when it gets to that part, and I should have said it before I said that, but some folks out here are waiting for somebody to love them, and they're gonna treat the person that loves them like they owe them. You know, this person loves me. Finally, somebody loves me. So now you got to make up for every bad thing that happened in love and life and relationships because all the stuff that went on wrong. Now you got to you got to take all of the blame. Now you got to do all the things for me that these other people didn't do for me, and that and it's stuff that those people not even like. What are you talking about? Like I don't even do that. Like what do you? We got to do it. Do what? I don't. No, I don't want to do that. So it's a lot of these tantrums because people are so concerned about man, what I'm owed, what I'm entitled to, what I feel like I deserve from the opposite sex that you forget like what happened in the past when people did those things. Because a lot of times, uh, what you have is a lot of people who are, when you get grown, they're looking for love, or they're looking for a good relationship or whatever you want to call it, right? But no nice way to say what I'm about to say. I'm trying. I'm trying to think it out. But in reality, they're never going to admit what they did wrong in those past relationships. They're never going to say, you know what, I multiple people actually loved me. It's just this person loved me and I thought I could do better than them. And I wanted to find somebody just like them and the type of person that I was more attracted to or was more of fantasy. You know what I'm saying? This person loved me, but they couldn't spend enough money or spend enough time. So forget all that. You know what I'm saying? I need to find somebody that loves me that can spend more money or spend more time. Um, this person loved me, but you know, how can I say this without being a jerk? But I came second. You know, this person had a dream that they fulfilled or trying to fulfill. They had a purpose. They were religious, and God came first. You know what I'm saying? So they had a direction that they were going in, and because I couldn't um, be their God in a situation, and I couldn't come first, f them. You get what I'm saying? So people and people are growing and people are evolving and people are trying to, are changing as human beings, but they're not saying, you know what, am I the problem? Because a lot of people don't think they're the problem. Everybody thinks they're the victim and nobody thinks they're the problem. And not to mention, some of y'all have been in relationships and y'all not safe to love because let's be honest, when you need a person, they need to be there. But when a person needs you, you can't handle it because it's all about you. I've seen people, they've hit rough patches in life and and the people that they loved through whatever bailed on them. You know what I'm saying? This person um, got sick, bailed on them. This person um, had some bad things happen to them in life. They just went through a rough season, bailed on them. This person had dealt with mourning losses, and they were crying and they were hurting, and now all of a sudden they too weak for me, bailed on them. You know what I'm saying? This person is going through something and I don't know how to be there for that person, even though that person was there for me. And since I don't know how to be there for a person, i.e., I'm not going to just sit here and be with the person, bailed on them. And these are the type of people that want you to love them. You get what I'm saying? So it becomes weird because you don't ask yourself, it's like, I know what I want people to do for me, but am I the kind of person that does that for other people? And normally, the if you don't ask yourself that question and you keep winding up in not necessarily bad relationships, but bad breakups, bad blow ups, you know, and you don't, because a lot of us don't take inventory of how we F up things. So if you don't take inventory of that, you're dangerous to other people who are looking for love. So I'm gonna end it there. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.